What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to why we will be entering into World War III within the next 6 to 12 months. You have to understand that everything that's been going on in this society right now is urging towards the World War, right? You have to understand that at the end of the day, everything that is happening in this society right now, everything that is happening in the world as a whole is moving towards a world war, right? Especially when it comes to the situation regarding the Taliban taking over Afghanistan, especially after the U.S. troops were removed. And for the U.S., for the people that are part of American society or are American that are still in Afghanistan that are actually part of like the troops that were able to leave, they're going to experience a lot of PTSD. They're going to experience a lot of backlash from everything that they've seen in regards to fighting the Taliban, fighting all of those troops, fighting all of those people that were in that war that was meant to be able to capture Osama bin Laden, right? Osama bin Laden. But you have to understand that Mr. bin Laden's been dead now for over 10 years, right? He's been dead for over 10 years. So with U.S. troops not leaving Afghanistan, one reason might be because of them not wanting a resurgence of all of the terrorist groups, like for instance Al Qaeda or ISIS or the Taliban in this situation, to be able to not resurrect but bring a new leader that is basically going to take charge and cause issues, right? So after the U.S. troops left Afghanistan by the deadline of August 31st, right, the Taliban starts causing terror, starts killing people, multiple people, right? Their own citizens, right? The Afghan troops aren't even getting paid because the money that is coming into their government is what the president of Afghanistan is using to be able to go store in bank accounts all across the world. Therefore, the Afghan troops don't have any incentive because they're not being taken care of by their government. So why would they want to participate in war, right? Why would they want to participate in war? And obviously, you're going to have certain people that believe in patriotism. But the reality of the situation is that with the Taliban taking control over Afghanistan and them potentially in the future teaming up with ISIS, teaming up with Al Qaeda, and even where I come from, I told you I'm Nigerian, right? We also have our own terrorist group, which is also known as Boko Haram, right? So with all of those terrorist groups being put into the situation, and then on top of that as well too, the Chinese have also teamed up with the Taliban. It just puts the world in a situation where you have a group of terrorists in which the Chinese are tearing or that are joining. And mind me, China and America are in competition with each other, right? When it comes to resources, when it comes to how to be able to be better than the other country. So if the Chinese have just teamed up with a group of terrorists, what makes us think that we're not going to be heading into World War? My prediction is that within the next 6 to 12 months, we are going to be entering into World War III. I believe within a year from now, we're going to be in World War III or beginning World War III. But this is what I will say at the end of the day. In order to be able to avoid having a world war, we have to ensure that the United States military is the strongest military in the world. And obviously, by a fact it is, but every action that can be taken in order to be able to avoid this world war needs to be taken, right? And even if it can't be taken and it does happen, one thing that the United States definitely wants to make sure that they do is to ensure that this world war does not take place in America. Because if it takes place in America, this will become a war zone, right? There's so many negative things that are happening in the world, right? Countries are just being terrorized after being terrorized after being terrorized. And the more that they're terrorized, the more dangerous they become. You wouldn't even want your own people walking in that country because at any point in time, anything could happen. You have to be aware of these things and you have to see these things for the way that they truly are. The society we live in right now is getting very, very bad. So many negative things are happening now, right? And the thing is that another thing that might also cause this world war that's about to happen is that here in this country, we don't have strong leaders, right? We have people that are wealthy. We have people that are innovative when it comes to technology and stuff. But we don't have leaders. We don't have men that are masculine. This is why I say that in 2021, we need to bring back masculine men. because masculine men are going to be the people that are going to be able to lead when times are difficult. When a lot of people in this world, a lot of people in this country specifically, are indecisive about what they want to do or about which actions we should take in order to be able to avoid war or to be able to bring it down to its lowest level, you need that masculine man that's in charge that is going to say, this is what we're going to do regardless of what this person thinks or what that person thinks. Not saying that they shouldn't consider any other person's opinions, but they have the final decision on what they want to do in regards to how we're going to be able to move forward. One point that is definitely important in this is that this is why some people, and a lot of people as well too, or some people believe that it's also good to have a military background, because when you have a military background, at least military training, it trains you on how to be able to make decisive decisions in a split second. You're not going to go back and think about it until you're out of the situation. Once you're in the situation, you go with it full force. You have to be able to see things for the way that they truly are. With us heading into this world war right now within the next 6 to 12 months, we have to understand that there's multiple ways to be able to avoid it. Are we going to do it without a masculine force at hand in the president, right? How are we going to do it if we don't have masculine leaders in the forms of presidents, in the forms of governors, right? In the forms of senators, vice presidents? We need masculine men to be able to take over and lead, because when we don't have masculine men, it just leads for chaos. Some people might say, why shouldn't women lead? My belief is that when it becomes a rash decision, when it becomes the last minute, when it becomes a serious matter, the reason why women cannot lead is because they will make decisions that will affect their emotions, which tends to lead to them reacting with their feelings. A masculine man understands that at the end of the day, this is what needs to be done. And if I don't get this done, then I'm in trouble. I have to be able to use logic. I have to use understanding. I have to use conscience, right? I have to use my conscience. Examine my conscience and understand if I don't do this the right way, I'm literally killing a bunch of people. We need masculine men to take leadership in this country. We need masculine men to take leadership in this nation, in this world, to be able to counteract the effects of terrorism, to be able to counteract the effects of being in dangerous societies where people feel like their life is being at risk every single day that they leave their house, right? At the end of the day, these things can be avoided, but it's up to you as the individual to decide what you really want to do. Are you really going to allow yourself to be put in a situation where you can't even trust your leaders? Or are you going to step up and take that masculine role as a masculine man and take leadership of everything that needs to be taken leadership of in order to be able to save yourself and other people? World War III is going to happen within the next 6 to 12 months. Are you prepared? If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel at WokeEbucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below with social media links. So make sure I will give this a check. Without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is WokeEbucks, and I'm out, man.